Hello everyone, this is Jonathan. We're here with a new video. In this video, we're going to go over what MCP is and how you can use it to enhance your AI agents. MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol, is basically just a specialized communication standard for AI interaction. It manages stateful context exchanges between large language models and other AI services and applications. So really think of it as a way for AI services to communicate with each other. For people that are familiar with REST APIs, very similar to REST APIs in its concept because it's just a way to facilitate communication between different systems. It's a way to standardize request, response, and structure, and it's supported by several distributed applications. And this concept was first introduced by Anthropic at the end of last year. To further talk about the MCP architecture, think about when you just have a large language model, um, such as our ChatGPTs and our Claude, you can just ask it a question and you get an answer back. The next step after that is large language models plus tools, which would qualify as AI agents, where you ask it a question and it either comes back with an answer that you retrieve from a different tool or it performs an action based on what you just asked it. And then you have the next step where you use large language model with MCP protocol architecture to enhance your system. And you would, for example, ask your large language model a question. You would direct it towards MCP. See what services we need. Ask service number one for this specific action. Service number one will come back with this action. MCP would process it. It would potentially ask service two for something else based on what we got from service one. It would get an answer from service two, get it back into MCP, process all these answer and bring it back to large language model just to uh, really make the system much more powerful by utilizing other applications and really come back with much more powerful and context-aware answer. I'm introducing to you something called SIB platform, which is a platform for building AI agents and improving AI agents through a very intuitive interface. It's a very neat and interesting way of creating AI agents and making them more powerful and really understanding how the data flows and how the communication works. It's a really interesting open source project that I came to cross with Headstarter. And here there's two links for the documents and the GitHub repo because it's an open source project, which I'm also going to add in the link description, in the video description, sorry. And now we come to how we build our AI agent architecture. So I built this AI agent within the SimStudio platform. I create an AI agent interface so the user can communicate with it. And I connected it to two different servers, which is an Eleven Lab server, which is a way to pass text to speech. And then I connected it to Stability .ai server, which is basically a really nice way of creating images. The cool thing about AI agent and MCP is that you can connect your AI agent to any sort of server. So really, what if you wanted to, you could add it to an email server so that you could send your self-generated images with an audio description to several recipients. There's really unlimited things you can do. But for the sake of this project, I only connected to two servers. If once you're here, you can see that um, we are on the AI agent as a neat interface. On the left, you have an activity workflow representation, so you can really see what MCP servers are being utilized. If you basically just ask our AI agent one question, and we start by asking it to generate an image of a sunset of a mountain and send a question, you can see that the user received the message, the AI agent received the message, it's speaking to the MCP tool here, show image, boom, and we get the image here. And then if we ask it
Here's
to
the
play
image
the
I
audio,
generated based on your prompt. A sunset over the mountains, high quality, detailed.
we can hear that it spoke out loud the caption for the image. We can download this text, we can download this image. And on the left, on the workflow visualization, you can see that we created the image with this MCP tool and then text to speech. call upon another MCP server to use its functions and call out the description of the video. So if we go create me an image of a forest. Create image of a forest. Then we send it to him. Send it. We can see that we are generating another image, and we also have the speech again, and we can see we call upon another MCP again, boom, and another MCP, and it works the same
Here's
way.
the image I generated based on your prompt. A forest, high quality, detailed.
And now you can see that we generated this image was generated by Stability AI, confirming that we were in touch with a specific MCP server. And here we used another MCP server by calling its API. So here you have an example of an AI agent that's connected to 2 servers only, but really you could connect it to as many servers as you can. There's a lot of open source servers out there. So it's a really cool thing. So this is a really neat way to enhance your AI agents, and there's really no limits to what you can create with this. So I hope that you enjoyed this project and this description. I'm gonna add the links to everything in my description, and don't hesitate in reaching out if you have any specific questions. Thank you for watching this video. See you later.